the same block you grew up on. We had the same trials and tribulations. But you became successful and I became a failure. It made me feel a certain way about myself. Because we had the same, we dealt the same deck of cards. You know what I mean? So I feel like my success affects the people closest to me the most. A person that don't know me might root for me. You know what I mean? And be happy for me. A person that know me and comes from the same environment and had the same core dealt to them, that keep going to jail, don't have no money, never made their parents proud or their mama proud, never did anything that they could look in the mirror and be proud of. You know what I mean? It can make you feel a certain way, and it's intense. And that shit manifests into jealousy, hate, violence. You know what I mean? It's deep because it's a stigma about artists becoming Hollywood, especially street artists going Hollywood. But it's almost like you gotta sacrifice yourself for the opinions of others. You know what I mean? Some people look at you as
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
Still ain't done their basement. Now, 10 years later, we talking about upping our property value. Okay, but you're so rich. You're so rich. You gotta every day tell everybody you're so rich. You're so rich. You're so rich. You're so rich. You gotta let everybody know every day that you are so rich. I don't know who in life has to let individuals know that they are so rich. You just fixed your floor. Do you really want to talk about what your carpet looks like in your house before you did the floor? Do you want to talk about the carpeting throughout your home? Do you want to talk about all the beds except for the bed that you bought last year is from 10 years old and disgusting? Do you want to talk about how your plumbing doesn't work in your house? Do you want to talk about how you don't let nobody be in your bedrooms? Do you want to talk about that? Do you want to talk about how disgusting your room is? Do you want to talk about how disgusting? You guys ever notice? You guys ever notice that when she does anything in her bathroom, she always shoots it up here? Yeah, because the rest of that shit is a monstrosity. It's filth. Filth. It's trash. She lives in trash. She's a messy, disgusting, unorganized individual. Okay? You guys have no idea. That lady hasn't done shit since she bought that house. Oh, that's right. She got that money that she got the house from. She got that money that she got the house from for ratting on the man she was with. And she put him in jail. But this is your savior. This is your person. Spiderwebs all in the house. It's a joke. That lady is a joke. But that lady is over there in her comments talking and bashing. She's been doing it for months. She's been doing it for months, and I'm done with the continual subliminal, a subliminal on the other pages where it's free. But on the paid stuff, it's not subliminal. You will join that Patreon for $5, remember. $5. Because she needs your $5 to hear her talk about me. So make sure you give her that. Make sure you give her that $5. Okay? I have reached out to the lady. I have done all the things. There's no response. There's no nothing. So anyway, so we're going to talk about how so this lady is such a business, right? She's such a business. The lady is such a business, okay? Because she want to talk all her stuff that she got this, she got that. I got money, I do this, all my businesses. I don't know where these phantasmal extra businesses came from because I've never seen them. But okay, we'll let you have your story because that's all you do is tell stories. So let me tell you the name of the book. Let me not misquote the name of the book because I done forgot because it's not something that I do anything with. So let me see. Let me see the book that's on Amazon. The book that's on Amazon. Okay? Shade. A Light Through the Shade. You know the book that Madison did? You remember the book? You remember this book? You guys ever realize that Madison doesn't promote the book? You guys ever wonder why Madison, the great TS, the great business person? You ever wonder why she hasn't promoted the book? Because the reason she hasn't promoted the book is because the bitch doesn't own the book. And every time you guys bought the book, she never got paid for it. Because Jasmine P. Rain, also Nina Cole, stole the rights to the book on her ass. They started working on that book before I came around, and then I came in there and tried to finally get them to finally finish it. Oh, but Madison had already agreed to stuff with Jasmine P. Rain, so all I could do was sit by and watch. Well, yeah. See how it says the author? You see how Madison's not even listed as the author? See how it says Jasmine P. Rain? She don't get no money from that book. This book, Madison gets no money from this book because she let the lady dupe her. She let Jasmine P. Rain, aka Nina Cole, dupe her. She gets no money. She gets no money from that book. Not a single dollar from the book. So all the time that you guys buy the book, all the times that you guys bring the stuff over there, and you bring it for the sign, she gets no money for her book. That businesswoman that's always like, bitch, I got money. I do this. I got this. Yeah, she's a liar. She's a fraud. Like I said originally, she's a fraud. She's a phony. To have left you where you were in the past. Okay? I left. You didn't let me go. Okay? So again, remember, you want to get her talking about me. You got to go to her Patreon and subscribe. You got to go to T.S. Madison Hinton, or I think it's T.S. Madison Hinton who are Patreon, and subscribe and pay $5 to let her talk about me. Okay? So, ma'am, again, the Shade Queen, if you guys want to buy her book, she's not going to get any money from it. She's not going to get it because she doesn't own it. She's never received any money from it. Okay? Just so we're aware. Okay? All right, so I just want to make sure you know. All right, so let's go on to another topic. What else should we talk about? So, you guys remember this album? Do you guys remember that album she put out? You remember that album that T.S. Madison put out? Do you remember that? Do you remember that album? Let me see what album that was. Let me look that up. Oh, yeah. Remember this album? You remember that? In 2014? You remember that? The New Supreme, the EP? Oh, okay. Well, she didn't get any money for that. She still doesn't get any money for that. She never received $1 because against my better advisement, she went and thought because she has to be the boss and she has to do it all. She don't let nobody do what they got to do. Okay? She don't let nobody do what they got to do. I could go back to 2013, 2014 because you know why? I was here. I was there. See, you guys just think you know, but I was there. So 2014, this album right here, she doesn't own that album. She gets no money from that. She gets no money from that. You don't get any money from that. All of that stuff, when we toured the country with that, you get no. Star Versace, this is not part 2. This is done 2. This is done. This is done. So I'm done. Okay? So, okay, well then let it be messy. Misha Gillum, you must have missed the point that she won't speak to me because she's not adult to have a real live conversation with a person. So let it be messy because I've been done since February. Because this is gonna be the finale for me. Because she can't come back from this one. Because this one I can prove. Okay. So let's just go to the New Supreme. The New Supreme, she don't get no money from that. So this big boss lady, she the boss. I'm sorry, she messy. This is what you got when you stop running your mouth. What? She's messy. This is what you get when you stop. I don't know what that means. So the boss, you know, the boss, how she runs her business. She's by her business. She the one. Yeah, the New Supreme. She don't get no money from the New Supreme. So whenever y'all buy that album, make sure you buy that album where it's got that girl, that girl. Remember, she's that girl. Yeah, she was touring the world doing that girl for free because she was. Except if it was at a gig that I got her. Yeah, from the same person that never mattered and I was nobody, right? Yeah, the same person that was never there. Oh, okay. Yeah, so she don't get no money from the New Supreme. That girl. So all of that, when you guys buy that, make sure you guys go out and buy that and help American Commission get their coin up. From Adrian was in the car in New Orleans where she came on the. Let me see if y'all remember the ones that's been there. When she was in the car, when she stepped out in New Orleans, and she was like, "Let me tell you a story." I called AT&T. She had to call AT&T because her phone got disconnected. But I called AT&T, and they had knew me on the phone. She was trying to give you this half a story like she was the shit because she called in. Because she was the one. So when you called in, she was like, yeah, no, that's not why she called. Her phone got disconnected because she didn't pay her payment arrangement. She makes a payment arrangement every month. She overdraws her bank account every fucking month. Dee Dee can attest to that. Dee Dee can attest to that. The little white slips come in the mail all the time. Okay? Let's clear what we gonna clear. Like, you gotta, because her new furniture. Right? She got to show y'all. See, I didn't even know James Robinson. Thank you for saying. She came on yesterday, I guess, showing her new furniture. Now I got to see her furniture. Ooh. Because ain't nobody ever bought furniture. Really? Really? She talked about all of us. She talked about Miss Eve like a dog to me. I should have known then what kind of bitch she was. Her supposed best friend, and she scream, jump, shout, rhyme, dot, all about it. Her number one, she ain't never had a friend like Miss Eve. Bitch, you're full of shit. You treat everybody like shit. The only person you care about is yourself. Motherfucking T.S. Madison the fuck out. She ain't never told you that. Laid her to fucking doomsday. Laid her to doomsday. Told her she wasn't shit. Madison has a problem with everybody that's educated. When you go to college, the first thing she says, I know I'm not educated. And she said, if y'all really go back to videos and listen, I know I'm not educated. I didn't go to college to get nothing. She feels some type of way because her upbringing is supposed to be our problem because of her upbringing. We didn't do it. But Funky Dineva cussed her out. And if you think about it, after the Dominican Republic trip, when was the next time you saw Funky Dineva? Tell me if I'm lying. The beds in the spare rooms are from 10 years ago from your old house in Marietta. Faye Washington, thank you. Yes, because they stopped. You didn't see Dineva for a minute, then they came back, and then he came back. Yes. Went and had Cherry Boom on the show just to get back at Samantha. That's how petty and low down she is. Just to show Samantha James that she couldn't be on the show. So I'm going to have this other girl on here to make you upset. Because this is where this lady's mindset at. She's a mental midget. It's a mental midget. I'm giving you timelines so you can see it yourself. Come to find out, Sade had asked her not to have this person on the show because this person, when it was a boy, when Sherry was a boy, raped her. Well, when Sherry was a boy, Sherry as a boy raped Sade as a boy, Dree. And she begged and pleaded with Madison not to have Sherry on the show. But Madison was about Madison and still had that person on the show, but she's supposedly cool and a friend with Sade. If that's your kind of friend, if that's what you call friendship, Madison, I don't need you. So y'all tell me, what about Cookie? Cookie's trash. I'm not, after this, I done said it all now. There's nothing I'm sorry, I done told you about that. I done told you, okay, well, let's talk about somebody. I did forget. Let's talk about somebody on your own team, not me, but your own team is telling people outside of the team, because I've heard it several times since I've left. So your person on your team is telling people, or a person you talk to, because maybe it's not a person on your team, maybe it's just people you talk to, or people that person talks to. I don't know. But that person is telling other people that people have seen HIV medication in your bag. That's not me. I didn't do that. I have nothing to do with that. But these of you so-called people, you're so worried about me